All right, I got the tractor started. I gotta let this engine warm up for 10 minutes probably. It's so cold out here. Starting diesel engines in this weather's hard on them. So we're gonna let it idle and warm it up for a while. So I'm gonna go down and check the cows, and then I gotta get these hoses moved so I can drive over there and get a bale. All right, the tractor's warmed up and we're heading down below. We're gonna go ahead and feed 2 bales while the tractor started, and we gotta feed up at the house. So I'm going to end up feeding five bales today. All right, got the first bale fed. I'm gonna drive home and get the second bale. All right, both bales are fed. I'm freezing my butt off, so I'm getting back in the tractor. Oh, this heater works good. All right, we got the hay fed. We're gonna check everybody here at the house real fast, and then sounds like Grandma has lunch ready for us. All right, so we got the skid loader going now. We gotta get hay fed to this pen and that pen over there next. Got another bale on the skid for the lot with all the heifers in it. This could be interesting with how icy it is. Getting this skid loader back up here, because this camera does not do this hill justice. It's pretty dang steep. Grandpa's not able to see very well. He has to have that bale as low as he can, otherwise he'll tip it forward. I keep going. Ooh. Yep, his back tires are off the ground there. So you gotta lift it so you can see where he's going, and then he lowers it. All right, they're happy now. They got their bale of hay. You want to walk through them real fast? Check them all real fast, make sure nobody looks like they're getting ready to calve. Their grandpa goes back up the hill. We're gonna kick that newborn out into one of the open face sheds, and that way that closed shed doesn't get too muddy, and get that little calf adjusted to this while it's not too bad out here. All right, so we're moving this pair from the closed shed to this open shed with the calving pen. It's just a little bit cooler out here, and give them some more room and some daylight to get out in, and just kind of one step closer to kicking them out in the big lot. But she followed me. I just had a bucket of grain in my hand, and she followed me right into the pen, and Grandpa's walking the calf over here right now. All right, we got them moved over here. Got hay pitchforked, water, grain, and straw back there, so they're all set. All right, I came out here at 6 this morning, and I thought she was awfully close, so I came back out at 7:30, and we got a baby calf. She did a great job drying him off. But I got Grandma's blow dryer and some old towels. I'm gonna try to get him warmed up. I'm gonna get some straw in here, and just make sure we're keeping him nice and warm. All right, I got him somewhat dried off. I'm gonna let her do her thing for a little bit. I'm gonna go get the extension cord so we can plug in the blow dryer and just get him. Really, I'm just worried about getting his ears warmed up. That's about it. Yeah, you can tell that he likes this. His mom, I don't know what to think of it, so I'm kind of watching myself, but just getting him warmed up. All right, so this is a little heifer that I'm keeping. My cow had her. She was born in February, so we just had her in that lot with those heifers, but there's 2 times now that I've seen her trying to drink milk out of one of those heifers, and we do not want her robbing milk from their calves when they're born. So I'm gonna stick her in this little pen by herself, I guess. We don't want to do that, but that's what we gotta do since she's robbing milk from them. All right, the salesman just stopped by, dropped us off a new toy, picked up a new tree saw. We borrowed one from our friends a couple of times, and we decided we liked it, and it's a lot easier than a chainsaw for all those little trees. So we like it. Don't want to be in front of that thing. We're just grinding down a couple of stumps right now. All right, I'm getting chores done. I just threw her a quarter of a square bale of hay. Since she just had a calf, I'm gonna give her some grain. I'm gonna give that heifer over there that's pinned up with her calf a little bit of grain. Then after she finishes her grain, we're gonna let her out with the rest of the bunch today. I think her calf is 3 or 4 days old now. That's about when we kick him out of the calving stall into the big pen. So these are all calves that Dad AI'd. So we know exactly when the due date is. 282 days from the day Dad AI'd would be today, I think. It's the 28th. So I think today's the 28th. There's 2 cows in here that are left and 3 heifers in that lot that are left. And then there's 2 cows down below on the crop ground that are pasture exposed to the bull. We didn't spend the money to AI them because they weren't some of our best cows. So those are just due whenever. I don't think they look that close. And then we'll have another round in February of 4 or 5 cows and I think 1 heifer. It's kind of funny how we've had 2 pairs the last 4 days that are complete opposites. This girl, I can go up, I can scratch her, I can pet her calf. I feel very safe with her. Now that's an older cow over there, and those older cows are more protective of their calves. But she went after me and Grandpa when we were trying to get a birth weight on that calf because it's registered Charolais, so we were trying to get a birth weight on it. And she went after us. She was not happy. We thought she was trying to jump out of the fence. All right, so I got the truck backed up in the lot. I'm gonna pitchfork all this old straw and manure out of this shed so it's clean for calving. It's time for these 2 to get let out, so. All right, here we go. The gate's open so they can get out if they want. All right, I just pitchforked all that manure just out in the field here. So the calving shed's cleaned out now for the next one we have, and that will be ready to go. All right, so we ran into town today and got a bunch of fencing supplies. So got all the T-posts loaded up on a pallet on the forks. All right, Grandpa's getting the last of the barbed wire unloaded out of the truck. So we're gonna get that trailer unhooked. I got the stock trailer hooked up to the other truck. We're gonna take the 3 pairs we've had so far back down to the crop ground. Alright, so we got the skid loader stuck down here. We got it pulled halfway up and the chain fell off. He just kept driving, but then he started slipping again, so we're getting the chain hooked back up. I'm in the new tractor with the 4-wheel drive. All right, we got the skid loader unstuck from down below. I just got the gooseneck hitch turned or taken out of Grandpa's truck. I think him and Grandma are going to town to shop for some furniture. So he's getting that trailer unloaded right now from all that wood we had in there.